Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahadi English School. This video is for students of Standard 3 subject English. Today's thought: there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. This thought is very important for all of us. It shows that there is no shortcut to success. You cannot take a shortcut if you want to achieve something very fast, quickly. That is not possible. You have to wait, you have to be patient, you have to work hard. Only then you can achieve your goal. Instructions to be followed: getting along, you have to follow all this. Be kind. Use polite words whenever you speak with someone. Be very polite. Listen carefully. If someone is speaking something, pay attention and listen. Think first. Anything that you speak or you do, it affects others. So think before you speak or do anything. Be honest. Speak the truth. Whatever it is, speak the truth. Take the turns in whatever you do. Turn by turn you have to do all the things. Give the chances to others also. Respect everyone. Behave nicely with your parents, your family members and your friends. Help others. Whenever you see someone needs you, never say no. Always help everyone and do your best. If you are studying or if you are playing, whatever you are doing, do your best. Even if you are sleeping, you sleep your best. But then when it is the time to study, study properly. Revision for Essay 2 we will continue today. In the today's video, we will revise lesson number 7, A Born Dreamer, that we have read from the textbook. I will give the summary of the chapter and then we will revise the notes of the chapter. So one time you will be writing the notes as a part of revision. Let us begin quickly. So I'll give the short summary of the chapter, then we'll continue with notes. In this chapter we saw that the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he was a hard-working man. He worked hard even during his childhood and he chased his dreams. We know that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in the town of Rameswaram in Tamil Nadu in the year 1931. There were 5 siblings of Kalam. His father Jainul Abidin was a boat owner. So Jainul Abidin did not go to school, but he supported Abdul Kalam to study, and Abdul Kalam had a dream since his childhood. He wanted to reach the sky. Abdul Kalam's dream was to reach the sky. Though in the school he was declared as average student, but that did not let him stop. The teachers knew that this boy has a very good potential. He can achieve much more. In the childhood he had also sold the newspapers to support his family for the purpose of money. And finally, as he grew up, he got a chance to study at the Squads Higher Secondary School in Ramnathpuram, and after that he started climbing the success ladder one by one. Then he also went to Madras Institute of Technology and he completed his engineering, aerospace engineering. Then he worked with 2 famous organizations. One is DRDO and the other one is ISRO. He became the scientist and he helped India launch the first rocket. India launched the first rocket under the guidance of APJ Abdul Kalam. So he was given the title of Missile Man of India. He also got several awards from Indian government like the Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan and the Bharat Ratna. So we have a lot to learn from his story. Let us read the notes, and you should write the notes one time in rough book. Number 1, ODDS, odds. What is the meaning? Problems. Odds, problems. Odds, problems. Abdul Kalam had many odds in his childhood. He had many problems. Number 2, opportunities, chances. Opportunities, chances. When you get an opportunity, you get a chance to do something. Opportunities are the chances. You got an opportunity means you got a chance. So Abdul Kalam grabbed all the opportunities that he got and he worked hard. Number 3, achieve, get. Achieve, get. Achieve, get. He achieved success. He achieved the 3 awards from the Indian government. The child achieved the first rank. Number 4, encourage, support. Encourage, support. When someone encourages you, means that person supports you. Your parents always encourage you to study properly. Your teachers always encourage you to study properly. So when you encourage someone, means you support that person. Number 5, launch, wish. Launch, wish. He launched to fly in the sky. That was his dream. Launch means your wish. Now let us see the next. Give one word. To send something into space. When something is sent into space, what is it called? Launch. 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 To send something into space is called launching. He helped India to launch the first rocket. Launch. Number 2, a weapon that explodes on meeting its target. That is missile. When this missile meets the target, it explodes, means there is a blast that takes place because of missile. That is a kind of weapon which is used during the wars. MISSILE, missile. Now let us learn fill in the blanks of lesson 7. Dr. Kalam was born in a family of dash children. Answer is 5. There were 5 of them. Dr. Kalam had 5 siblings. Dr. Kalam was born in family of 5 children. How many children? 5. Number 2. Dr. Kalam studied dash engineering at MIT. Which engineering did he study? Aerospace engineering. What is aerospace engineering? It is a branch of study that deals with aircraft and spacecraft. He learnt about aircraft and spacecraft. That is called aerospace engineering. He studied at Madras Institute of Technology, that is MIT. What is this answer? AEROSPACE, aerospace. He studied aerospace engineering. Number 3. Dr. Kalam became known as the dash man of India. Dr. Kalam became known as the missile man of India. What was he known as? Missile man of India. MISSILE, missile. Dr. Kalam became known as the missile man of India because he helped India launch the first rocket. M should be capital. Number 4. Dr. Kalam was awarded the dash in 1997. In the year 1997, which award was he given? Bharat Ratna. BHARAT, RATNA, Bharat Ratna. Dr. Kalam was awarded Bharat Ratna in 1997. Dr. Kalam became the 11th dash of India. Which leader did he become? What did he become? He became the President of India in the year 2002. He was our 11th President. Remember the name? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He became our 11th President. Now let us learn complete the following. As a child, Dr. Kalam loved to look at the sky and watch dash. What did he watch at the sky constantly? He watched the flight of birds. He watched the flight of birds. See, all the birds flying together in the sky is called flight of birds. Dr. Kalam loved to look at the sky and watch the flight of birds. Number 2. He launched to fly and was confident that one day he would reach the sky. He was very determined. He launched to fly, means he wished to fly, and he had that confidence that one day he would reach the sky. See, this red colored underlined part is the answer. Over here, the flight of birds is answer. Same way over here, he would reach the sky. That's answer. Number 3. He would go to a neighbor's house and borrow books dash from his personal library. His neighbor had library and Abdul Kalam borrowed books from his personal library. So he was so curious for reading that he went to his friend's library and he borrowed books from his personal library. Number 4. He got inspired by his teachers and struggled dash his way to the top. Abdul Kalam got inspiration from his teachers, means his teachers supported him and he struggled his way to the top. His way to the top means he achieved success one after the other. He got inspired by his teachers. His teachers motivated him and finally he struggled his way to the top. Dr. Kalam became known as the dash. What name was he given? He was given the name Missile Man of India. Dr. Kalam became known as the Missile Man of India. As I told you that he had helped India to launch the first rocket. The first rocket was launched under the supervision of Abdul Kalam. Here M should be capital, again M capital and I capital. Number 6. He also became the 11th dash. What did he become? He became the 11th President of India. In which year? In 2002. President, someone who is president, is the highest authority in the country. He became the president, and that is a very big matter. That the man, he worked hard. He was born in a poor family. Still, he studied hard and he managed to become the President of India in 2002. Now, let us see true or false. True or false, number 1. Dr. Kalam's father was a boat owner. Is it true or false? Abdul Kalam's father was a boat owner. Yes, it is true. Though his father was not educated, but he always supported his son to study. Number 2. Dr. Kalam was a bright student in primary school. False. Because he was an average student. He was not so bright in the primary. When he studied, he is declared as an average student. So it is false. Dr. Kalam had to sell newspapers to help his family. True. Just for earning some money, he had to sell the newspapers so that he could earn some profit and he could give the money at home. So he had also sold the newspaper. He had done the work which was very, very difficult. Dr. Kalam became the 11th President of India. Yes, it is true. In the year 2002, he was the President of India. Number 5. Dr. Kalam belonged to a rich family. False. Because he belonged to a poor family from Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu. He had born in a poor family. Then let us read the question answers one by one and write the question answers one time. Where was Abdul Kalam born? Where was he born? Not when. Dr. Abdul Kalam was born in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu. That was his birthplace. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in the town of Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu. Let us learn the spellings of difficult words. Rameswaram, Rameswaram. Tamilnadu, Tamil Nadu. He was born in Rameswaram, which is in Tamil Nadu. That was the first one. See here, the house of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam can be seen. This is the house of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. See how it looks like. Number 2. What did Dr. Kalam's father teach him? His father, Zainul Abidin. What did he teach him? He taught him to look at failures as opportunities to learn. So Abdul Kalam's father had taught him that if you fail, don't be upset. You should learn from your failures. You should take it as opportunities and you should learn from your mistakes, and then you should try better. You should try harder next time. So failures are opportunities. When you fail, you get a chance to learn. Here you have to learn the spelling. Failures. Failures. Opportunities. Opportunities. Number 3. What did Dr. Kalam love to do as a child? What did he like to do as a child? As a child, Dr. Kalam loved to look at the sky and watch the flight of birds. As a child, what did he like to do? As a child, he loved to look at the sky. See, like this. and he was watching the flight of the birds all the time, because he also wished to fly just like those birds were flying. So that was his childhood dream. Which organizations did Dr. Kalam join to make his dream come true? His dream was to fly high in the sky. So which organizations did he join? Where did he work? First is Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. He worked with DRDO, and then he worked with Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. First he worked with DRDO and then with ISRO. The full form is given and the short form is also given, ISRO and DRDO. You should learn the full forms and do learn the spellings of these short forms. See, these are the two organizations which are given, DRDO that we just saw and ISRO. This is Defense Research and Development Organization. This is Indian Space Research Organization. Number 5. Name the awards and honors that Dr. Kalam received during his lifetime. So during his life, he received many awards from Indian government. Which were that awards that he received? Number 1, the Padma Bhushan. Number 2, the Padma Vibhushan. And number 3, the Bharat Ratna. He got the 3 most prestigious awards, the Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan and the Bharat Ratna, which very few people can get it in India. So he got these 3 awards. So we complete the question answers revision over here. So now let us do an activity at the end of the video. This is activity just for getting fresh. By this activity, what's given over here? See this picture. A tiger is there and a magician is there. Magician has the stick with which he can do the magic and he can do tricks of different types. This is a tiger talking with a magician. Let us read what they are talking. A tiger had seen the magician take out a rabbit from the hat. So the tiger was standing there and this tiger saw the magician. What did he do? He took out the rabbit from his hat. The tiger came up to the magician and growled loudly. So the tiger came near the magician and he said loudly, in a loud voice. What did the tiger say? Take out a cub from the hat for me. So the tiger said to magician that from your hat you have to take out a cub. Means take out that baby rabbit, take out that small rabbit from your hat. I want it, said the tiger. The poor magician shook with fear. So the magician was shaking now. He was very, very afraid when tiger shouted. He bent his head and said. So the magician gave respect to the tiger. He bent down and he said, Sir, I cannot make any animal. I had the rabbit in my bag. So the magician was shivering. He was very afraid when tiger asked to take out the cub from the hat. Magician said that, Sir, I don't have any rabbit in my hat. I have it in my bag. I was just performing a magic trick. But tiger wanted to eat that rabbit, so it shouted. Now after reading this, let us see if you can give the correct answer from the paragraph. Write the correct answer. A dash had seen the magician take out the rabbit from the hat. Who saw the magician when the magician was taking out the rabbit? Who saw the magician? Zebra or tiger? So the answer is tiger. The tiger saw the magician. The tiger came up to the dash and growled loudly. The tiger came near whom? And he growled loudly. Did he come near the magician or the people? So the answer is magician. The tiger came near the magician and growled loudly. Take out a dash from the hat for me, shouted the tiger. So what did the tiger want to take out from the hat? Kitten or cub? The tiger wanted to take out the cub from the hat. The poor magician shook with dash. Here number 4 is the poor magician shook with dash. Cold or fear. The poor magician shook with fear. So this was the exercise of the first picture that you saw. Now see over here, the second one. No one came and the farmer said, not to worry. I will call my family to help me cut the wheat. The chicks were now afraid. They opened their eyes wide and went blink blink. Their mother covered them with her wings and said, not to worry, dear ones. So from this paragraph, let us see the questions. I will call my dash to help me. What is the answer? You have to write it yourself. See here it is given. I will call my family to help me. Number 2. The chicks were now dash. So the chicks were now afraid. Number 3. They dash their eyes wide. See here the answer is given. They opened their eyes wide. So this you have to write it yourself. The mother covered them with her dash. The mother covered them with her wings. So here we complete the second paragraph. So thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.